Oh, great. So here I'm live again. My fucked up hair, my fucked up life, through no fault of my own. This shit's due to other people. Mm-hmm. That's a fucking fact. These people, I don't know exactly who they are, but they just don't give a fuck about anything but their selfish ass selves. They're out to cleanse America. Social cleansing, I don't know what you would call it. We would call it ethnic cleansing. I've seen a few black guys that did a few things for him, probably coerced or semi-forced. Probably told them if they didn't, they'd do something, you know. They say they're all this and all that, but they're just same old whitewashed stuff. I'm marked for death, murder. They don't care. They got mad that I would speak up and try to defend myself. Not put up with their crap, you know. They're spraying shit from the vents, from fixtures. When they rebuilt this house, they had all kinds of little evil shit built into it. Of course, if somebody comes, they're going to call me crazy and everything. But you know, it is bullshit. When you get high, when you wake up and you're like, okay, I don't feel so bad. And then all of a sudden, from breathing the air, you're high. You know, it's like, what the hell, man? I'm not a wake and bake kind of guy. I like to wake up and have a mind right, you know. What's the fun of being high if you're high all the time? Is my thing. You know, you gotta have some time to compare it with. Do you see something floating in behind my shoulder or something? What's over behind here towards that electrical box? I can't tell quite what it is. I'm kind of very extremely tireder than I have been in a long time. And they know, they have people, they hear every word I say, I think, you know. Almost every word. I don't know about every word, but close to it. Damn. But with their help, instead of doing bad things like they say I do, you know, they do some good things and help me out, like maybe get the world's record for cussing. Yeah, probably could get that. There's probably some guy in China that's got me beat. There's always some Chinaman or some crazy Russian or something that's got you beat. But we're gonna just go get my my Florida ID, which I haven't had for a whole while. My wallet and everything burned up with everything in the house. I mean, it's kind of hard to get an ID. I could get my license back if I want to, but I don't really feel like. Seriously, I don't feel like driving. I don't feel like you know, I got used to riding a bike. I kind of like it. You can't go like can't hop in the car and go to say you know, Tampa or, you know, even Fort Myers, 25 miles away. This, you know, it's a haul on a bike. I'm sitting in a weird place. It should look weird here. Is it me or is it just everything else? I mean, maybe it is weird. Maybe I'm high. I don't know. Am I high? No, fucking no. Almost looks, you know, almost looks like the Grinch behind me or something. Is that the Grinch? The one who was And what's still oh that's an aluminum foil. Okay, looks like a spaceship or a spaceship shaped like people's heads. I think I'm just overly tired. And there were times when I would hear music when I was in Germany. After a couple of days, I'd be like, "You hearing music, man?" But it'd be natural, you know. I mean, those endorphin highs, from just constantly going. We were fed pretty good, so our bodies were pretty much in shape. They weren't not like old man me now. So I did. I cut that piece of wood and all. I've got a router. I thought about routering the edges, but I kind of want to mount it on the bike, and I have my screw gun. I'm going to have to epoxy it. It sets in 5 minutes. I got two kinds. I got the kind you use on like cars and steel and stuff, and I got that because that was all they had at the time, and it was either get that or have nothing, to do it with. And I had planned on doing it right away, and then I started hesitating because I was like, well, I don't know, I kind of like regular epoxy or even fiberglass resin and epoxy. I like working with that too. So I wasn't too sure about this because it's plastic, my handle on my drill. And I really need to do it because there's a lot I do with this. It's an impact, it's a drill. It's an impact drill, it's drill impact. But I had it for a while, but it works so nice. And you see, right, watch this. Can you see that? That's right in the, that's right there. That's a stressful place. It's got to be done right. Now, I've got some cyanoacrylate, the thick gel, like super glue thick gel that I'm going to put on the inside. And then I'm going to, I think on the outside, do the epoxy. And I thought about doing a second coat with some strips of plastic or, not really strong plastic, but stiff plastic, and running it up and down across here with epoxy. Maybe even do it on the first shot, I'm not sure. I think what we first need to do is we're going to get the bicycle over here because it needs to be in the proper position. I'm freaking hot, as in temperature-wise. Like right now, I don't know what the temperature is, but I put on this hoodie, whatever, which isn't that heavy, to keep any chemical or biological weapons off me. I mean, something like this seems to help a lot. And I need to get some socks and shoes on, but I'm so fucking loopy out there right now from exhaustion. I mean, that I'm just trying to keep my head kind of straight on like I'm going to go nuke some water for coffee. Got to bring my bicycle over here so I can put it in the right position for both charging the batteries that are on it, which I'm going to remove the batteries on it. I got to do that too. I'm going to show you how I remove my batteries on my bike. I'll do that first off. We'll mount the other side battery thing, and you can see how it works and everything. It's going to be, I think, pretty cool. I got to find two 2-inch screws. I got a couple of 2-inch screws laying around here, I know. And I think that's perfectly what's going to work. And the weight of the battery itself, because I'm going to only use it to carry, I think, one battery. That's a lot of weight. There's the motor back there, which weighs quite a bit. I've had this bike so long, I burned up the first motor. I didn't really burn it up, but the gears, I was having some gear problems, and I think it may have been because something came loose. But I ordered a brand new motor and installed it. So this is the second motor I've had on it. I'm kind of waiting for this one to kind of die, you know what I mean? And I'm not waiting for it. I mean, it's going to eventually. Oh, and if Mr. Willie Nelson, Waylon, Jason ever gets back here with his guitar, besides having him play a tune or two in the background or whatever, let's see if you can help me. I've got a chain, the drive chain on here. It's sounding rickety, and I have a brand new one, but it's too short, and I'm not really a chain expert, and he is. So I'm going to see if he'll either show me or do it himself. Just shorten the chain so it fits, because I went to put it on the other day, and it just didn't. It was too big. I mean, it was goofy too big. I mean, it looked, before I even went anywhere, I'm looking at it going, man, that ain't gonna work. So I had to take it right back apart and put the old one on. And now the old one's sounding like crap. So I'm thinking, well, I have been riding, and I have been out in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, boom, the chain, take a crap, and it's like, oh man, bummer. And yes, it is a bummer, because I don't carry a spare chain usually. They're only that big, or not that big, but carry all that crap. Next thing you know, you're carrying toothpaste and mouthwash and peanuts for the squirrels. What the hell? How far do you want to go? I have friends though that if they broke down anywhere for any reason, they had everything they needed to get the bike going and get home. Me, I got a cell phone usually. And if somebody answers, sometimes people don't answer. It's like, man. Well, let me go get the, I'm trying to, it's a Chinese bike, but, they call, back in the 70s and everything, they started calling the Jap bikes rice burners, rice rockets, all that kind of crap. And there were reasons for it, nothing bad, really it was, over in Asia, it was a compliment. But, what do you call a Chinese one, man? I don't know, man. Chinese bicycle, China Cruiser, Chink. No, see, now, let's see, what about, I don't know, man. It's definitely Chinese, though. What do Chinese do? Egg rolls, It's an egg roll, I don't know. Yeah. That was one loud fucking aluminum bomb. Excuse me for fucking cussing. I used to not cuss quite so much. And pain, frustration, people treat me like shit and fucking me. That causes me to cuss. The pain mainly, though. It's really bad sometimes. Really, really bad. Slippers lessons cans. Isn't all that noise? I thought it was a Budweiser bottle. Soap can. Hey. Oh, okay. Now you saw my saw and the piece of wood that I cut. Where's that piece of wood over here? I wish I didn't have to get up and get it, but I have to, I suppose, because it ain't gonna fly over here, I don't think. Oh, got me a new machete because I needed a machete, because a lot of the tropical stuff that grows around here, the mom's planted especially, has a softer wood, and it's easier to, like, the one, I like to trim the one with a straight line. I can do it with a machete when it's razor sharp, where it looks like a wall, for about a month or two, It goes all everywhere. But I trimmed it for years like that. So I had to go get me a machete. I was hoping to get a Mexican one, but they're hard to find. Man, this is gonna need to go. So, okay. So this wheel this wheel right here is identical, or not identical, but there's slight differences in the derailleur, in the, this is what happens after 6 months. I got one, we'll start here, pull this one out here so I know. I have to, I do the bearings and I do the spokes and I do the sprocket. And this one is 2. Okay. Okay. That one, yeah. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5 spokes that are broken on this one. When you get that many, it starts to warp, and to where you can't really ride it because it rubs too bad. But I have had 11 spokes broken, where like 4 of them popped on takeoff. Like, it wasn't even a fast takeoff; it was slow, but the torque of that motor is so great that it went pop, 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 pop. And I was like, oh man, totally messed it up. Okay, so we got a light behind me. Can we go this way? Or that way? Can we go this way? Get that light out of my eye. No, we just go to a different light. That's kind of super bright. Anyway, this is that piece of wood. It's got a channel down here. You'll see when we pull it up, this should fit right down in it. I'm going to try to attach it with screws underneath because it does have a bracket. I'm going to pull that baby up here in a second. You're going to find me another shirt. It's just too hot. Tonight will probably be the last time we'll be in the 60s until probably sometime in September, middle September to the end of September, to where we see 60s at all. It typically stays so hot and humid. The humidity at night, the temperature will not drop down into like even 69. Sometimes, in a thunderstorm where there's big thunderheads, it may get down to 69 and you will freeze. If you're working outside, it's 92 degrees, and all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, it's 69 degrees. That's a big temperature drop. Catch pneumonia that way. That's how I got pneumonia when I was a kid, doing that along grass in the summer. Getting wet, I got hypothermia. Real quick. Yeah, I can't wear this so much. It's too hot. Too hot. I'll take my can't tell out here. Shit. Yeah. Let me move this. What do I got here? I've got two fully charged batteries. Two fully charged batteries. I've got two. Let's see. Yeah. That hurts a bitch. This over here. Yes. Not once. Oh, not motherfucking once. These are people. Anyway. Two years. 2 years. So. We have Western Small Factories and Green. And before that, on top of everything else, before that. Okay. Look, it doesn't do anything, which is what we've done. Oh, yeah, hold that. Put my charger over here, we'll put this on charge. Really just right here. And we're going to get the bike over in a second. Where's the fan? Okay. Let's charge. Okay, we got over here. Wait, it says green. It says green. That'll do that. Do that, it's just out. This is the main charger, right? The main charger. This is the main one. Okay. Over here. That goes right there. You see the one we call this here one. We need that bike. Get the bike. Bike. Not the bike. Driving hell, maybe? No, it's original. No, not original. Was it? No. Original? No, it was not that hell. I think you like it was. After that. Oh, good, I got a coffee one after. I have to use a muscle. What do you think? All right, over here. That goes bad from that. Oh, looks bad. And 2 a.m. Shut up, shut up. Now you're up. Oh, man. Okay, what's your thought? We're ready for you. What do they call it? There we go. Texture. Maybe. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, maybe what for the second one. Amazing. Now see if we can leave that line to the line. So balance. Okay. Also, not changing her length. Remove this one. The front is relatively light. Okay. So, like I wasn't expecting that. The metal. Get this here's a Roebuck. And it cost $2.37. And I covered it when I was a little kid because I thought it was cool. I didn't know what it was. I just thought, wow, yeah, I got something cool. And it's like a little kid, a little big kid. But that's the same one. All right, now get on the right side. The right side, of course. The correct side. The left side. And see, I have access to batteries. And do that here. And to the other side. Ooh. With that. Or, oh man, I'll do it. Break it. All right. Oh man. Yep. Austin, man. What get some? Hey, we got some. Oh my God, some will try. Well, man. It's you know they're so smart, you know. Money makes you smart. Yep, it does. It really does. It makes it easier for you to do things. Everything. Everything. So, yeah, it does solve problems real quickly. Superior in every way. Excuse me. Don't. Let me see if I can let go. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay. Maybe I haven't checked her pressure on that one. Where that before we. No, that. Well, I gotta get down there anyway, so. Let's see, I want to move that. Laptop there, camera over there. I think they're not exactly fucking nice motherfuckers. You see what they do there? Just smells better when it's not lit. Well, not really crap, maybe. Um, so here we are in beautiful Southwest Florida, which when we when we first moved to Florida from South Carolina, I was 6 years old, and we lived in the center of the state. The end, what they call the end of the chain of lakes, which is just above Lake Okeechobee, and it's the spring-fed, sand-bottom, beautiful lake in the center of the state. The center of the state used to be more populated than places like Charlotte County, which was a little fishing town, basically. A fishing county, and the size of the county is a lot smaller than even our central part of the state. But when they put Interstate 75 down this side of the state, that changed everything. The coast blew up, and the center of the state kind of stayed, I wouldn't say stagnant, didn't grow as fast. But to me, the center of the state was always more exotic. We lived in where there were orange groves, and so what did I do with my piece of wood? I'm kind of goofy right now. There it is. Sorry about that. I'm looking right at it. Yeah. And the drill, we're going to have to come back to it. Because what I'm going to do is set this, we're going to find the screws. I'm going to have to epoxy the drill, which I'll do right in front here also. And I'll have to screw it. Now, you can't see that, can you? Really? Can you see it? Can you see the area I'm working on? Let me see if I got all that. Anyway, come on. Dude, freak me out, moth. Now, growing up down here, I kind of take some things for granted, like alligators, snakes, different kinds of bugs, But when I was a kid, it horrified me, some of it, But let's see. Oh, right here, this is a rack, yeah. See, now this is supposed to go like this. Watch this shit. Well, excuse me. Watch this. See, it's going to go like this. It's just going to be a platform for now. And just going to secure it with, it's down perfect. I don't have to do anything else. Just got to get some screws and put it right here. A couple of screws that'll fit through there. They're the proper length. I believe an 1.5 inches is 1.5 to 2 inches is perfect. 2 inches should be perfect. I think I know where 1, 2 is. I can use the drill right now, but I'm going to take the batteries up. On the other side, you're going to put 10 years. I've had this thing for 10 years. Most people, after 10 years, will throw them away or something. I'm one of the few that's had one this long. As far as my bike mechanic tells me, and he's been my mechanic since I got this bike, because my legs and my back and shit are so fucked up. I have to have this, so it's part of my budget and right off the top of everything, because it's the way I get around, the only way I can get around. So I have it factored into my my system now. Right here is my two newly charged up batteries. Now I just do that. It interrupts the circuit. It's done. There's nothing. You don't have to worry about nothing. There's electricity through here, but I'm going to switch these over to other batteries here real soon. Now, those batteries will eventually wind up. These go on the bike because these are new, and these will haul ass for probably 10 miles. when I first ran them, I got over 16 miles on 2 batteries, which is 1 battery pack. 24-volt system. So these 2 batteries are hooked up in series to boost the voltage, of course. So we're actually gonna move over here for a second. Whoa. Let's see if my technical assistant was here. She could be like modeling the bikinis and the t-shirts and stuff like that. Like stuff like this, showcasing everything. Yeah, right. I mean, I respect that, Now, I'm also going to show you something else sensible right here. See if I can pull it back a little bit if I can. Just, on hook there. Okay, well, that makes sense there then, don't it? Meter. Okay. There we go. Now let's do this again. Yeah. Come on. Right here. About what I want to do. Right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, here's on the back of the battery right here. This is just I've got white and I've got blue tape. It's like duct tape. It's not a bad tape. I won't use silver because silver, for some reason, tends to bleed through. The quality of it's kind of whatever. But I can't see where's my. Oh, is that it? See, this is the first time I've ever done a polka dot pattern, sort of. That's basically what it is—a polka dot pattern. So I'm trying to figure out where I set that. Right over here, we can see. How about there? You see the battery pack? Battery pack. Okay, I'm going to disassemble it. Now, I used to use leather. I used to use belts. I used to use bungee cords. I used to use twine. Twine looked real good. I used to use a cord and everything. Nothing performed as well as duct tape. And the duct tape is cheap enough that I can buy a couple of rolls per month and do this. And watch what happens. This is built up right here. I find my cutting device. Where did I put that son of a bitch? Well, it might be in my basket. I'll have to look. That's way up there, though. I'll feel like going there. I'll find some other needs to cut down. Okay. That first means to go to material. Well, there we go. One of my favorites. Although it's not as sharp as it could be. It chisels. I would chisel. And so I can cut through this. And I cut through where there's no wires usually. Sometimes I'll alternate. These batteries are stacked. You'll see how they're wired in and everything. And I built these packs myself because I used the back half of the pack because you have to. The battery's too thick. You can't use a whole pack, So this is the easiest way. I disconnect this wire, and after a while, you get kind of a protective harness here, and I just add more tape here to hold it on, And so this right here comes over here. See the battery, and the wire's disconnected. Which, man, when you're riding and it disconnects, you're kind of like pissed, Oh no, you got to take it apart. Now, These are the batteries. They weigh, I think 4 of them weigh around 50 pounds, so they're like 12 or so pounds a piece. They're pretty heavy. And I use a spacer for the impact in between. Right now I'm using an old cigarette pack of mine. Where, I don't have to be too fancy. It's good to be, come on, you don't have to be like a helicopter mechanic, and everything be perfectly perfect. I mean, you can, if you're that anal, you're tentative. But sometimes, man, you just want to slap it and go, say, hey, like right now, I'm taking my time a little bit with the batteries, but it's not for any reason except I'm not in that big a hurry. And, if you rush all the time, it kind of sucks, Sometimes you got to take your time. But, look at this. Watch this. When I put this back, this will go around that battery perfectly. You know what I mean? And I'll just put a couple of small pieces there to hold it together. Then I usually do camouflage, just like this pattern here. I was starting off with the old German World War II snow weapon. I always liked that pattern. And I've used it on various things, models I've made, fishing poles. I used to always fish with cane pole. I used to fish with cane poles exclusively, and I would always camouflage them. And that was one of my favorite camo patterns on a cane pole fishing pole. Was the old German Wehrmacht snow weapon. There was the Vietnamese tiger stripes. That was another one of my favorites, and a little harder to do. The tiger stripes, but when you did it, it came out pretty good. I try to use 2 colors on any camo. Sometimes I'll use 3. I just like to be a minimalist, Sometimes you can't be, sometimes you don't want to be. But sometimes it looks nice. It's minimal stuff. The balance is off. See? Alright, now where's my new battery? New as in new. I get these batteries, and sometimes they're rated 12 volts, but sometimes they've charged up to 18 volts. So lo and behold, all of a sudden, instead of pushing 24 volts through that motor down there, I'm pushing 36 volts, and the motor can handle it, but I think it would eventually at 36 constant all the time, kind of overheat it. You know what I mean? And it does. That motor does put out quite a bit of heat. Now, in the wintertime when it's cold, these batteries, these being lead acid, they perform crappier in the cold, significantly crappier. And I have thought about a way to use a heat exchanger. Too fucking complicated. And I've also thought of ways like to use those heat packets that well, they got the ones the Army uses or the military uses for the CRAFs or whatever. But those put out, I think, a lot. But even if you have some that kept at a constant temperature, say 70 degrees or something, that'd be a big help. Now I haven't done it because our winters have been so short, so totally short for so long. It's we haven't had a super hard freeze since 2009, 10, I believe. We had a few real hard freezes, and that just means it was like 28 degrees for a couple hours, and it killed a lot of stuff, vegetation-wise. And we haven't had that. And I know because, I used to be out in the places where you would see stuff like that. We have the Brazilian pepper trees here, and they grow everywhere, and they grow fast. My ear hair is much, I think they got Brazilian pepper crossbred and there's something living here so long. When I hear here, I'll look over and I'll be like, oh, he'll take it over. And of course, that always impresses girls. Look at that fucking ear carry. Looks like it was ready to cut the tree. That's probably one. Oh, well, I won't say it. Here we go. Um, Now it's not really that hard to. Um, the main thing, it took me a couple of years. Like I said, I've had this 10 years, and it took me a couple of years to learn pretty much all and most of the ins and outs. What's going to happen to weak points on a bike like this? And this bike is basically the sprockets, the chains, the the drive chain. Pedaling. I don't pedal that much. I do a little bit, but not like I used to. So it's not like the drive chain. Like right now, I think the drive chain is about to, as I've heard it put, shit the bed Fred. Once that happens, I kind of thought. Except I do have a chain right here, and Mr. Country and Western guitar, Smith Fiction, Hillbilly son of a bitch ever gets here. Let's see if he'll do the chain for me. All he's got to do is shorten it up. It's too long. I get one whenever I have to have the spokes done. I get one. That's about the duration of everything. All right, so now comes the. I'm not going anywhere now. Okay. Man, I've been riding down the road full speed, which is about 16, 17 miles an hour, and all of a sudden, heard slap, pow, and see something sliding across the road, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm glad that wasn't my battery. And it was my battery where I forgot to tape it in, and it flew out on a bump and went sliding down the road. Now that significantly shortens the lifespan of the battery. And it does. It really sucks. And when the bike falls over, that happens also. My bike doesn't have a kickstand. It had one for a long time. It didn't work. It used to just piss me off, and it used to just fall over. So I finally got my big hammer and a big cold chisel, and I knocked it off. And in the process, I was swinging that big old ball peen hammer, and dummy me missed. I was, usually when I swing a hammer, you swing it like you're throwing a baseball. It's like throwing a baseball. That's what one boss told me. You throw that hammer, and you know where it's going to hit. And sometimes when you lose sight of that, you turn it into a mechanical gesture. Well, that's what I did. And so there's a big dent in the frame. And I'm hoping, I've had this thing for so long. I'm hoping it'll hold together just long enough to get. I don't know, man. Me and this thing went through some crazy shit. I mean, just breakdowns. It's not like I went anywhere. I just pretty much around the county and all. I'm limited by range. Range is what limits me on this bike. I'm trying to get another bike set up that's got more range. Speed's a little nicer. Right now, if I can keep around 20 miles an hour, I don't want to go more than 20. I don't want to go more than 20. In the rain, you go sliding. If you hit a curve too fast. It's like back in the days when I let's see, I'm gonna make a cushion out of something here. I'm gonna make it out of this. It's kind of gnarly. Nah, nothing to do with food. I don't want any food. Like bugs in my shit, So what do we got here? Nothing there. What's in this box? Give me that box. Hold on. Yep. Oh, one. No, that's the garbage can. So that's the garbage. Let's see, garbage can. Right here's that. So, yeah, we got that. That's trash. What about chrome oil bag? No, too valuable. If I could, I don't see my graph. Now we're gonna burn. So we'll move this over here and put this over there. There we go. Yep. Okay. Good shot. Let's get up. It's a improvised wrapper. This is more like Uncle Og's remote control. You gotta reach off that and then you let it. Then nobody just wrapper came around and beat them all. All right. So I got like 25 pounds on this side of the bike. And then on the other side of the motor, I've got close to 10, the motor and the assembly and all. And then got my big old butt sitting right here. And then we got all these bumpy sidewalks and unseen places in the road, where you're going to be bumping. And if this thing takes a lot of G-force impact back there on the rear, and that's why those spokes break and those rims get out. And if you don't have it trued up, if you don't get those spokes replaced, you have to. I mean, it's not something you can say, oh, well, let it slide, because it'll just all of a sudden go and you won't be able to go anywhere. And the bearings on mine went, but usually it pulled the cone through, and these rims are kind of semi-rare now, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for backup. I got one backup. I used to have two. I got one backup. I don't even know if it's my good one. Hold on. Let me see where my hold on. Gold. Why do I have gold? Gold. Good. Wow. Blue is kind of good. Blue. I couldn't find any blue at the store tonight. Or today. Stuck with white, but I like blue. The blue's kind of. Oh, wait a minute now. I'm looking for it should be in here maybe. Don't carry a whole lot of tools because then you got to work a whole lot. But I don't care what I think I'll need. A flat tire, well, I don't know, man. I got a tool kit for that. Got this right stuff doing my 20-foot fire, flat or whatever. And that's most of the tools I need on this. I'm not going to do I don't do the truing up the wheel. I got people who do that. It's like limited mechanical. That's not a car, I could do carburetors. Oh, I could do carburetors. But, I would not striker, But, maybe carburetors, but I was not a transmission man. And I wasn't, had friends that used to build race cars. They would build the engines. I wasn't really an engine man. I was more of I got an engine. Turn the air conditioner on and crank the stereo. Boy, it was nice to go out to the muscle car there, but boy, we had some good drag races. Novas, there were quite a few Novas, but there were a lot of other cars too. Boy, and it was when the Suzuki had the first like super bike put out, and a friend of mine had it, and he could do a wheelie at 70, and that was bad ass. First, one of the first super bikes, I believe it was that Suzuki that he had. I mean, that thing was just him one. And while he had it, I think he wanted to go on a bike and touch it. We used to have a drag strip named 9 Mile. We had one at the Pines, and they were, there'd be 400, 500, 600 people out there on a Saturday night. They'd come from all up and down the West Coast and inland and stuff. Pretty fun. Like a carnival atmosphere. Of course, it was illegal Saturday night, and back then there wasn't anybody for miles and miles and miles. Out past your swamps. It was fun. And this is something I always remember too. It's the only place I saw it quite like this. I was at the Pines. First time I went there, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And you're looking out to the road, or if you drive down the drag strip, the quarter-mile drag, um, everybody smoked cigarettes, and everybody threw the cigarettes into the road, and all these thousands or hundreds of cigarettes are just burning, and the smoke's going up, curling up, and the headlights are on, and it was kind of like a light show. Kind of surrealistic. Really surrealistic, yeah. It's kind of cool. That's the only time I ever saw it like that. Where it was something so impressive like that. It's like, wow, I didn't realize how many people smoked. There were mainly high school kids, and stuff, but there was older people out there, too, that were into building racing cars and stuff, and racing them. It was fun. I was like that. Some of the girls, well, I call them all girls now because I'm so old. Some of the girls I worked with, which were, they were old ladies, they were like in their mid-20s, late 20s, they had kids, they were old. They'd be like, oh, you guys go out there. We used to go out there all the time. And just looked at them like, the old ladies used to go out there. They weren't that. They didn't look that old. They were old, 20-something. Shit. I thought I saw crow's feet, man. Hell no. So, really like that. Not really. That was fine. I got a discount somewhere. Something ain't right. Gotta go off the board this. Anyway, these people here, I think, they're like, I don't know, Yeah, rule the world or something. I don't know. God damn, pissed off. Right now, I'm being gassed somehow. I'm not sure what it is. I hope it's not hallucinogenic. Who knows? I might start tripping. Usually, I just when they do it, it's like not a bad trip. It's just the reason for it. It's like Jackie. What? What are you doing, Bill? Wow, it sounds like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, huh, it's only 114. Yeah. Alright. I'm not getting all over here. Well, let's not lose that. But hold that, turn it off. That's fine. Where's it? Right there? That's it, ain't it? Oh, hell yeah. Did you call me? Hello? Oh. Huh? Oh, yeah, I figured that. Oh, hang on. Guess I called her, huh? No. Makes sense, right? Oh, man, how'd that come off there? What the heck is that? What the heck? What did I get? Whatever. That's, how the hell did I do that? I don't take the whole thing. What? No. Anyway, alright, freaking. Oh, I don't realize that, huh? Ah, you just need to see what's going on there. How the heck did I do that? What do I do with this? It's going off, I guess. Oh, battery on. So we have to do it. Not that. This is the right one.
epoxy, that epoxy. Sounds like a retard, huh? Are you a retard? Yeah, I got epoxy in my head. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Sometimes people are playing stuff. Um, with the drug or something like sometimes you really want to realize what the person is. Now, I started school in like 1968, and I'm pretty sure I had all that worked down that maybe didn't have it. So, a lot of teachers I had were straight out of college, like a physics chick, you know? Always want to, you know, tolerate it. I had my first day, like, I'm going to say that. You already think about that crap. What a little thing, little thing, right? I'm going to say yes, and I said, put the water in the gas tank. He said, well, you can't do that, that's going on. What you just can. And that's all I had to say was one of the wrong. I caught it off guard. And it's one, and it's really, so that's all around that car. Weeks and so on. Maybe it was that wrong. Caught it off guard too. Why airplanes with the weight balance is right. That's what it was. They don't know what's up. They're taking off. They're giving a weird question. The other down position where they can't pull out. The other down, they pull up and start off. And I know that because I people were down too much fuel, too many people on a hot day when the rest is running great. You use it with cat. They try to pull it up. Fully loaded. Fuel. Gas. Gas. I never seen it. Thank God. It's happening. Weird. When it goes to pilots, mechanics, we're down to blew up. I was doing jets. No freezing out the board. And I came in and the pilots walked past the pilot's lounge. They were like the space with flying days, really were hanging out. Like everybody's like kind of flying and stuff. My boss was handled. They told us well done. There's a lot of those jet jockeys. Airplane down. They always want to work on they aspire to the rocket. So long as you can't make it, it's like you understand the stuff that goes back on what we want. Oh, oh, yeah, right here. Find that hole. Find that hole. Find that fucking hole. Where the fuck is it? Find that hole. Dildo. Out. Yeah, now, so, oh, you see that? Yeah. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We must be careful. Stay here. Now, see, now, it don't look like much. You really don't. But it is. See that? See that little platform right there? I notched it and all, and underneath you can see the frame. The frame goes. Basically, it's a platform. And now I can go up from there. Now watch this. There's a battery. I'm going to put a battery there. Now I'm trying to see. Where's it right here? Okay. Yeah. Show more. Come on, careful. Take it. Stay there. All right. Now basically, I can do all kinds of crap with this. Damn it. I don't want to do that. You might haul ass for that. I could take spare batteries with me, and I can carry them. If I carry batteries in the basket, they fucking I can't ride with no hands because it makes it top heavy, front heavy, whatever you want to call it. Did Jason ever get back? So put the weight back here, puts all the weight back here, but it makes it easier for me to ride with no hands. And sometimes I want to ride with no hands. Dig? So I got to figure out what's going on here. See if I can find them. See, now watch this. Oh, there's one of the big heavy batteries. It'll fit right there. See that? Can you see it? That's one of the big heavy batteries. Or I can stack one here, and I can stack another one here, you know. Or I can probably fit two of the smaller batteries on there. I'm not going to go hauling anything right now. Maybe, baby, I don't know. Here are the batteries I got to charge. I need this. Yeah, go there. I got to stand up. Fucker, I got to check air pressure. I want to wait for Jason to get back. Hopefully, oh hell, if he's out there and he's with Pops, we'll tell one of them fuckers to go down there, Punta Gorda. Motherfuckers. Take the beat. Fucking doing all kinds of shit. Stand up. Come on up, big motherfucker. Come on. Sorry, I cussed you. Sometimes I need to. God damn. This little bitch. To get proper goddamn motivation. Shit, especially when I'm beat like this. Now, I don't know about my fucking
God damn it. My, son. Why does that look so totally rude? Mm, damn. It's freaking me out. What do we got here? Turn this shit down. 130. Fucker. Ah. Well, motherfucker. Thank you, fucking cunts. Nurse yourself, you bitch. That blue eyes. It's gonna burn, bitch. Well, fucking whore. Now you got fucking. Don't you dare fall. Little fucker. Fucker. There you are. You're all right now. Yeah. Yeah. Go see that one, that one. Let's do it. Jackie, huh?
Did I do everything on the bike I was wanting to do, I guess? Maybe. It's just a base for it. I'm going to modify it. I just want to see how it flies. We're just trying to turn down. Can we? God damn, I hurt. That's fine. It is okay. Fucker. Alright, God, motherfuckers. Shit, motherfucker. Right. You get shot away. You're full. When I get fucking people. Wait. Wait. Oh, fuck. Wasn't expecting that. Ah, man. Whoa. Oh. That's bad. Can't believe it. Get longer. Probably should have watched a movie. How about him? Oh yeah. Let's see. China, Indian Ocean. Okay.
didn't order anything from anybody, so they keep saying I've got some orders. I don't remember ordering anything. Oh, well, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Well, Sandra, well, I don't know her. Damn, why? Some of this stuff freaks me out. Like this right here. Let's tell you what, let's see what it is. Actually, these so many pieces aren't too bad. Oh, wow. Mm. Oh. Wow. Oh, really? So it's like recent? She's sending out a mass. Hmm. 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 Um, oh, okay. Oh, more pictures. Well, it's about that. Well, that's just my. What? Look. I understand this. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hmm. Okay. What? I don't understand why this. Comments. What the hell? Okay. So we do that. I don't know what's. That's like a little bitty writing. Oh God. It reminds me of Tracy when she's goofy. Amazon. Oh no. Chinese. Chinese. Oh. Whoa. What the hell? Oh. What the? Where in the heck did the spacesuit? Is that a spacesuit? What is this? Huh. I guess. The heck? Where did it come from? How the hell? Seriously, I don't know where that came from. That's weird. Huh. Wow. Oh, man. A spaceship. Oh, that's freaking me out. Okay. Oh, now I get it. That's a screenshot. Oh, it looked like a. Oh, man, I didn't know what that was. Okay. Now I see it. Wait a minute. What was that one? Oh, man, it was freaking me out. Oh, what the heck is that one? I have no idea what that is. It appears to be a. I don't know. Carry it back there. Correct. You're fucking kidding me, right? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Right. Oh, dang it. I'm 42. Um. Crap, I forgot all about. Well, anyway, so basically, I didn't hook up the batteries yet, did I? I didn't do that. I need to get the batteries hooked up and to the charger. And then I'm going to attempt to take a bike ride. I may mount a battery on that just to see how it will ride. And I can always take it off. Right now we got 2 screws on it, and it's easy to dismount, and I can take it off, and I can always build upon it. You know what I mean? I wish maybe she's probably sleeping. Yeah, let's say Saturday now. I gotta tell her what she's doing. If she's awake, I send her a picture of it on the bike just so she can see it. I'd really like to see her butt naked. Yeah, but butt naked. Yeah, I mean that. Damn it. Of course, I mean that. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, man. Ow, man. Ow, man. I don't know what to get on there. That's pretty bad. Well, so I used my saw for the first time today, and I cut that piece of wood on the bike. It's slightly oversized, and I can always shape it, with a saw and a router. I don't have a belt sander right now. I'll find one sometime. Try to get an older used one. Maybe I'll go around to cabinet shops. Sometimes they might have a usable heavy duty one. Maybe. Of course, usually they run down to the ground too. But I give it a saw and a router. Yeah. But I just want to see how it travels. I'll put a light battery on there. Oh, hell, I'm gonna tell her too. Let's put this over here for now. Right there. Go. Okay. If I can find my phone. I don't know if I'm phone. What do I do with that? Is I sitting on it? Is that my phone I'm sitting on? Nope. Oh, hell no. More important. Well, phone is a dime a dozen. Not really, but I've had so many lost or stolen or destroyed. Damn it. Oh, shit. Garage. Bike. Where the fuck's that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Huh. When did I, fuck. Holy shit. Bike. Oh. Dummy bike. B-I-K-E. Okay. What the hell are you? Okay. What the hell is this? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna send this somewhere. Can't be delivered. Yeah, who's that to? Well, okay. I don't care about that. I didn't know that. I thought it was already delivered. Huh. What is the phone capacity down? Jackie. Oh, let's do that. Crap. Well, actually, waiting for guest appearance. Allegedly, I gotta see where he's at. The great old Waylon Willie Jason the 13th, Friday the 13th, something like that. He's say something. That says, hey, I'm saying something. Let's say end stream. We're gonna edit here in a minute. I'm going to edit. Okay, we're gonna end the live stream here in a minute. YouTube, what does it say? YouTube. I want something. Live what? Okay, settings. I don't see. Oh God, I gotta do some monster scooter parts eventually. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Dinosaur. Beth of Beth. No, I should say. Really be a wonder. Yeah, yeah. Well, it looks like to me that our guest appearance by the great that great crooner and instrumentalist from the hills of Arcadia blew me off. Oh no, he might be here, but he does blow me off. He kissed my ass. That's what happens when you don't live in Arcadia too long. You know, start thinking like you're Arcadian. I am Arcadian. There's 1%. Oh God, my battery's at 1%. I'm gonna have to shut my phone off right now because it'll die. Yeah, I don't know what. You know, I thought he was coming, but he's not. So, well, he'll have to catch us on the next one. I gotta do a test ride. Now, let's see how that holds up. I'll get a chisel. I can find mine. I'll get a sharp chisel and carve out a battery box type. No, I don't want to do that. The integrity is borderline as is. We'll go up. We shall go up. I wonder if that's that hillbilly son of a bitch. Might be. Ow. Can't tell my head's kind of. Ow, it's pretty bad. I don't know what to put on it. I'm kind of freaking out. I'm like really kind of freaking out. I don't know whether to. God damn. Damn this. God damn. Fuck. What's this? Crash. So I guess he ain't coming. So he's gonna make an effort. Oh, I guess not. What happened to my? Oh, I thought we ended it. Oh, okay. Hopefully, the next episode we'll do a little more. Maybe we'll see how Sickle performs. Under conditions, extreme weight carrying. I'm going to try that. Celsius and also be still. Okay. Hope. Well, that's it. Yeah. Because this ain't going to show. Screw up.